Hi, how are you? I am Brando, and in this occasion, I will talk to you about how to compare when you compare yourself with other people, or when you want to compare other people with other people. It would be like a different way to, well, not only with people, you can compare pretty much anything with the following way I'm going to tell you. It's a different way to compare things, okay? You normally would say, I am older than my brother. That would be like the normal way to say it. There's another way to say that, and it is, I'm older than he is. Okay? That's a different way. And you can also say, I am older than him. Okay? Those are two alternatives. Okay? You know that in formal English, a subject pronoun, like he, for example, follows then, like in the example, as in the example I told you before. I am older than he is. That's informal English. In everyday informal spoken English, an object pronoun, like him, for example, often follows than, like in the last example I told you. I am older than him. When you're talking to a friend or when you're being informal, you can say, I am older than him, I'm older than her, I am older than them. Okay? She is older than me. But in formal English, you should say, she is older than I am. I am older than than they are, and I am older than he is. Okay? Another example another example of another way you can compare things is that he works harder than I do. I arrived earlier than they did. Okay, that's using the auxiliary do. Okay, frequently an auxiliary verb follows the subject after then, like he worked harder than I do. When you are comparing the way someone works, and he speaks better than I do, he walks faster than I do. Okay, in order not to repeat the the verb, you use the auxiliary, do or does, depending on the person. If you're saying he walks faster than she does, you use does because you're using the pronoun she. Okay, depending on the pronoun, you use do or does. And another way to compare things but using possessive is Anne's hair is longer than Kate's. Jack's apartment is smaller than mine. You can either use the noun or the name of the person or the thing, or you can use the pronoun. My house is bigger than yours. My house is bigger than hers. My brother is more intelligent than Mike's. That means that my brother is more intelligent than Mike's brother. Okay, but that's a short way to say it. So those are the different ways in which you can compare. I'm going to give you again all the examples for you to to have them like clear. I am older than my brother. That's the normal way you say it. I am older than he is. That's formal. I'm older than him. Informal. He works harder than I do. That's with the auxiliary. I arrived earlier than they did. Also auxiliary, but remember that depending on the pronoun, you have to use the auxiliary do or does. And finally, we have possession. Anne's hair is longer than Kate's. Jack's apartment is smaller than mine. You can either use the noun or you can use the pronoun. Okay? Thank you very much for paying attention. I hope it was useful for you. And I'll see you the next time. Hola, soy Brando y en esta ocasión les voy a hablar sobre una diferente forma en la que se pueden comparar cosas con otras cosas, personas con otras personas, etc. ¿Ok? Aquí tengo tres tipos de comparaciones diferentes. Voy a comenzar con la primera. Y esta es la forma convencional en la cual se comparan cosas o personas. Estaría diciendo I am older than my brother. Soy más viejo soy mayor que mi hermano. Esto sería la forma normal en la que se utiliza. Luego tenemos I'm older than he is. Soy mayor de lo que él es. Y I'm older than him. Soy mayor que él. ¿Ok? Hay diferencias entre estos tres. El significado es lo mismo, pero el uso es diferente. En inglés formal se utiliza más cuando se usa más la forma en la cual está el pronombre personal. I'm older than he is. ¿Ok? También tenemos la forma informal, que es cuando se utiliza el pronombre. El pronombre, como por ejemplo, I'm older than him. Yo soy mayor que él. Entonces, I'm older than him es informal y I am older than he is, eso es formal. Formal, I'm older than he is. Informal, I am older than him. Esa sería una diferente forma de comparar. Luego tenemos utilizando el auxiliar. Cuando voy a comparar una acción que alguien hizo con una acción que yo hice, o una acción que hicieron dos personas, lo hacemos de la siguiente forma. He works harder than I do. Él trabaja más fuerte de lo que lo hago yo. I arrived earlier than they did. Llegué más temprano de lo que ellos llegaron. Lo que sucede es que en inglés se utiliza el pronombre, el auxiliar do or does, dependiendo del pronombre personal que se esté utilizando al final. Y también se utiliza para no repetir el verbo. I arrived earlier than they did. Eso sería para no decir arrived dos veces. Al final se coloca simplemente el auxiliar did. ¿Ok? Y finalmente tenemos Anne's hair is longer than Kate's. Y Jack's apartment is smaller than mine. En ese caso se puede utilizar el pronombre posesivo, mine, yours, ours, theirs, o se puede utilizar el sustantivo, que en este caso sería Kate's. Hay que asegurarse de utilizar el apóstrofe. Anne's hair is longer than Kate's. Jack's apartment is smaller than mine. Entonces voy a repetir todos los ejemplos de nuevo para refrescarlos. Primero, I'm older than my brother. Es la forma normal en la que se dice. Luego, I'm older than he is. Es la forma formal. I'm older than him. Informal. Luego, he works harder than I do. En presente, con el auxiliar para no repetir el verbo. I arrived earlier than they did. En pasado. Anne's hair is longer than Kate's. Utilizando el sustantivo con el apóstrofe. Jack's apartment is smaller than mine. Utilizando el pronombre posesivo. Estas son diferentes formas en las que se pueden comparar objetos, personas. Muchas gracias, espero les haya sido útil. Nos vemos en la próxima.